Hey everybody, today we're going to be going over video 49, a very short video on blood typing. Now there are many different ways that blood can be typed, and if you're getting a blood transfusion or a blood donation, anything like that, they're going to go through many different classifications to see if the two blood types are a good match. We're going to focus on the two major ones today. Blood type is determined by genetics because your parent's DNA is going to code what sort of antigens your blood contains. So for example, you can see here, you may remember Punnett squares from biology, how you can have type A blood here, you can have type B blood, and all the different combinations that you can get. If you have type AB blood cross with type O blood, basically there's 6 different genotypes that you can be. Those 6 genotypes are here: AA, AO, BB, BO, AB, and OO. But there are only 4 different blood types in this instance, or this classification, that you can be: type A, type B, type AB, and type O. An antigen is going to be a substance that's going to activate some sort of immune response, and so antigens is basically that type A blood is containing type B antibodies and type A antigens, and so it'll self-recognize itself if type A blood is mixed with type A blood, but if it those antigens or anything, they find type B blood, or those antibodies I should say find type B blood, they're going to attack it because it is not identified as itself. Like I said, there are the 4 blood types according to ABO classification here, and you can see those 4 there. Here are the different possible types without going into Punnett squares. So basically, if both parents are type AB, you can get AB or AB. Same with AB and BO. And so you can go through there. This is not the chart of blood transfusions. This is just possible blood types of offspring. Type AB is known as the universal recipient because they have no antibodies but have A and B antigens. And so type A blood, type B blood, and type O blood are basically going to be recognized as self blood types, and so they're not going to react negatively because they're going to believe that it is a part of themselves. You can see on this chart here, group AB, they have both the A and the B antigens on them, no antibodies, and so everything is going to be recognized as belonging to itself. Type O is the universal donor. They have no antigens and have antibodies against type A and type B. So if type O blood is mixed with any non-type O blood, it's going to recognize it as a foreign invader, and those antibodies are going to attack it. So you can see this chart here. We'll go into the positives and negatives next, but basically B blood can donate to B blood, A blood to A blood, O blood can go to anybody, and AB can only receive AB. Rhesus typing, RH typing, is another antigen first discovered in rhesus monkeys, which is where we get the RH abbreviation. Basically, it refers to if you do or do not have the RH factor in your blood. So RH positive means you do have the factor, RH negative means you do not have it. Oops. So with that, if you have the factor, that means you can receive blood from either those that are positive or negative. But if you do not have the factor, if you are given positive blood while you are a negative blood type, your body is going to recognize it as a foreign invader, and it will not accept that incoming blood. So truly the AB positive blood type is based on these 2 classifications. That is the real universal acceptor. O negative blood would be the universal donor. Like I said, putting RH blood into RH negative will cause antibodies against it, and it will attack it. We see this, I shouldn't say we don't see it commonly, but it is possible that we used to see this in mothers and offspring. Because if you have an RH negative mother and an RH positive baby, they do have that placenta protecting the two, but there is some crossover that does happen, especially during childbirth. to where the mother will eventually, because of that small amount of blood crossover between mother and baby, the mother will develop antibodies that will attack Rh positive antigens. Like I said, though, usually that cross between the blood occurs during childbirth, and so the child is already born, and so the antibodies don't get a chance to attack the child or attack that child before it's born. But if the mother gives birth to a second Rh positive baby, she already has the antibodies made, and they will actually attack the baby's blood, which can be a big issue. We call it erythroblastosis fetalis. And so in this case, mothers have to actually take medication to be able to prevent erythroblastosis fetalis from happening. Basically, it's a medicine that just prevents those antibodies from attacking that second baby. So that is a brief look at ABO typing and Rh typing, two of the major blood type categories that we use. Again, there are many, many others, and if you're actually getting a blood transfusion, they're going to go through a whole slew of other categories. These are just the two most common and the ones that we're going to cover in this class.